Have you ever found yourself feeling a bit more forgetful lately? Maybe you walk into a room and wonder why you're there, or struggle to recall a name that used to come to you so easily. It's completely natural. Our brains change as we age. But here's the good news. Keeping your mind sharp and agile doesn't have to be a daunting task. In fact, one of the most powerful ways to boost your brain power, no matter your age, is by learning a new language. Yes, even after 70. Now, you might be thinking, learning a language at my age? That sounds impossible. But hear me out. Not only is it entirely possible, but it's also incredibly rewarding and surprisingly fun. Plus, science has shown that picking up a new language can significantly enhance cognitive abilities, improve memory, and even delay the onset of age-related mental decline. In today's video, we're going to talk about why learning a new language after 70 can give your brain a major boost and how you can get started, even if you've never tried before. Let's start with something really fascinating. Did you know that the human brain has an amazing ability called neuroplasticity? It's the brain's way of reorganizing itself by forming new neural connections throughout life. In simple terms, your brain can still grow and change, even in your 70s, 80s, and beyond. One of the best ways to activate neuroplasticity is by challenging your mind with something new and unfamiliar, and learning a new language does just that. Think of it like giving your brain a good workout. Just like physical exercise keeps your muscles strong, language learning keeps your brain active and engaged. Imagine being able to greet your neighbors in Spanish, impress your grandkids with a few phrases in French, or even travel to a new country and feel more confident communicating. It's not just about the practical benefits, it's also about giving your mind the stimulation it craves. Now, let's talk about one of the biggest fears many people have, the worry that they're too old to learn something new. Let me tell you a little secret. It's never too late. Studies have shown that older adults who learn new skills, especially something as mentally engaging as a language, experience improved problem-solving abilities, enhanced memory, and even better attention span. Your brain is a muscle, and just like any other muscle, it responds when you challenge it. One practical way to start is by choosing a language that interests you or has personal significance. Maybe it's the language of your heritage, a place you've always wanted to visit, or even just a language that sounds beautiful to you. The key is to pick something that excites you. Once you've decided, start small, just a few words or phrases each day. You don't have to master it overnight. Think of it as planting a seed and letting it grow with a little effort each day. And don't worry if you make mistakes. Making mistakes is actually a vital part of the learning process. It shows that your brain is actively working to build those new connections. So, whether you're practicing pronunciation or trying to remember vocabulary, don't be hard on yourself. Celebrate the progress no matter how small it seems. One technique that works wonders is practicing with others. Whether it's through a local language group, online classes, or even video calls with a native speaker, practicing with real people keeps the experience fun and engaging. Plus, it gives you a sense of community and motivation to keep going. And remember, social interaction itself is a powerful brain booster, so you're getting a double benefit. Now that we've talked about why learning a new language can be so powerful and how to get started, let's dive deeper into the practical steps and techniques that make the process easier and more enjoyable. Now that we've talked about why learning a new language can give your brain such an incredible boost, let's get into some practical techniques and tips to make the process smoother and more enjoyable. You might still feel a bit hesitant, thinking that memorizing vocabulary or grasping grammar rules at this stage of life sounds daunting. But remember, it's not about perfection, it's about progress and keeping your brain engaged. One of the best ways to get started is by immersing yourself in the language in small, manageable doses. You don't need to sit down for hours trying to memorize a long list of words. Instead, try incorporating the language into your daily routine. For example, start by labeling common objects around your home with sticky notes in your chosen language. Every time you see the label on the refrigerator or the coffee mug, you'll naturally associate the word with the object. This simple technique helps reinforce vocabulary without feeling like study time. Another excellent method is listening to the language, even if you don't understand every word at first. Whether it's watching a foreign movie with subtitles, listening to language podcasts, or tuning into music, letting the sounds wash over you helps your brain get accustomed to the rhythm and pronunciation. Think of it as immersing your brain in a new environment, much like how children learn their first language just by hearing it around them. Now, one of the most enjoyable ways to practice is through conversation. You might be surprised at how many language exchange groups exist online, where people from all over the world practice speaking with one another. You could even find groups specifically tailored to seniors who are eager to learn just like you. The great thing about conversational practice is that it helps you think on your feet, building confidence and fluency naturally. Plus, you'll meet new people who share your passion for learning. Another powerful technique is using spaced repetition to memorize vocabulary. Instead of cramming everything at once, revisit words and phrases at spaced intervals, like once a day, then once every 3 days, and so on. This technique has been proven to help with long-term retention because it strengthens neural pathways through gradual reinforcement. There are many apps that do this for you, tracking your progress and reminding you when it's time to review. Don't forget to make it personal, too. Learn phrases and words that relate to your own life, things you love talking about or hobbies you enjoy. If you're into gardening, learn how to say different plant names or gardening tools. If you love cooking, explore recipes in your chosen language. When the words have personal meaning, they stick more easily. And here's something that often gets overlooked. Don't rush yourself. You don't need to be fluent right away. The goal isn't to become a language expert overnight. It's to give your brain the exercise it needs to stay sharp and resilient. Enjoy the little victories along the way, whether it's ordering a dish in a foreign restaurant or greeting someone with confidence. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small it seems. One more thing to keep in mind: try not to compare yourself to others. Everyone learns at their own pace, and that's completely okay. Some people may pick up pronunciation quickly, while others excel at understanding grammar. The important part is to keep going and make it a habit. Even just 10 minutes a day can make a noticeable difference over time. As you continue your journey, stay curious and open-minded. Language learning is not just about words. It's about exploring new cultures, ideas, and perspectives. Embrace the excitement of learning something completely new. After all, it's not just about boosting your brain. It's about enriching your life. You've made it this far, and that's something to be proud of. Learning a new language after 70 isn't just about keeping your brain sharp. It's also about embracing new experiences and proving to yourself that age is just a number. Now, let's talk about a few final tips to make your language learning journey even more enjoyable and sustainable. One fantastic way to keep yourself motivated is by setting small, achievable goals. Instead of aiming for fluency right away, focus on practical milestones. For instance, aim to learn how to introduce yourself, order at a restaurant, or hold a basic conversation about your hobbies. When you hit these small goals, take a moment to celebrate. It's these little victories that keep the excitement alive and give you the confidence to keep pushing forward. Another great way to stay on track is by incorporating language learning into activities you already enjoy. Love cooking? Find recipes in your chosen language and follow along while you prepare a dish. Enjoy gardening? Watch videos where people talk about plants and nature in that language. This way, learning becomes part of your routine rather than feeling like a chore. Plus, connecting your hobbies with language practice makes the process feel much more natural and enjoyable. Speaking of enjoyment, never underestimate the power of storytelling. Try reading simple stories or children's books in your new language. The sentences are usually straightforward, and the context helps you understand unfamiliar words. You might even enjoy finding translated versions of your favorite books. As you read, notice how phrases are structured and how the language flows. It's an excellent way to get familiar with grammar without feeling overwhelmed. And don't forget to use technology to your advantage. There are so many language apps designed to make learning fun and interactive. Whether it's practicing pronunciation, memorizing vocabulary, or even playing language-based games, these apps keep your brain engaged while giving you that little dopamine hit whenever you complete a level or earn a badge. But just remember, consistency is key. Try to spend a few minutes each day on language practice, even when life gets busy. Now, one of the most beautiful parts of learning a language is sharing it with others. Once you feel comfortable, try teaching a few phrases to a friend or family member. Not only does teaching reinforce your own understanding, but it also creates a special bond and a sense of accomplishment. You'll be surprised at how much more confident you feel when you share what you've learned. At the end of the day, Don't stress about perfection. The real reward is in the journey itself, the moments when you finally remember that tricky word, or when you manage to hold a short conversation without hesitating. Every small step counts, and every effort you put in makes a difference. Your brain is growing stronger with each new word and phrase, and you're proving that age doesn't define your ability to learn. So, as you move forward, keep reminding yourself why you started, whether it's to challenge yourself, connect with a new culture, or just keep your mind active. Your reasons are valid and powerful. Keep that motivation alive by setting new goals, finding new ways to practice, and most importantly, enjoying the process. You're never too old to learn something new, and every day is an opportunity to grow. Remember, you've got this. Keep pushing forward, stay curious, and celebrate every little achievement along the way. You're not just learning a language, you're proving to yourself that your brain is as vibrant and capable as ever. Here's to a future filled with new words, new conversations, and a mind that's always eager to learn. Thank you for watching, and if you found this video helpful or inspiring, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments. We'd love to hear how your language journey is going. Here's to living your best life at any age. Happy learning.